Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. Today in the mail I received a Happy Mail Twirling Tulips, the bundle from that Simon Hurley had designed. I love this. As soon as I saw it, I wanted it. It sold out. It's already sold out again, but I know that many of you have it because I know many of you have probably ordered it. Look at this beautiful card. I rarely do a 5x7, but I had to. I had to do a 5x7. You can always cut it down to an A2 size card, but my first one to go with this, I wanted to do a 5x7. It's so pretty. I'm using GINA K's inks, the Carnation trio and the Spruce trio, and then I backed it with GINA K's Innocent Pink cardstock. So let's go ahead, excuse me, let's go ahead and start. First is the embossing folder, and it's all Spellbinders embossing folders are large, and I wanted every bit of this on here. This is a 3D embossing folder. See where it says E3D? That means it's 3D. I've got a piece of paper here that's 8.5 by 5.5. I've already spritzed it. As you can see, it's a little curly with some water so that it would, you know, go through this 3D embossing folder well. I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I have been doing a lot of videos over the past few days. So I'm going to line this up in here, just like that. And if your paper is that 5.5 by 8.5, it fits this embossing folder perfectly. And again, this is 3D. So let me bring in my Platinum 6, and I'll use this sandwich right here, the base plate, the 3D embossing folder with my paper, and then the D plate. D for 3D, right? So we'll put that right up there. Very easy. And let's go ahead and roll this through. Then we're going to stencil. I haven't stenciled in so long. I had so much fun just a minute ago doing this card. So let's see what we have. It's going to be so pretty. Look at that. And this is just that Neenah white cardstock that I use all the time. No special anything. Just Neenah white cardstock that I list below that's in Amazon. Oh, I am an affiliate. I forgot even to say this. I got so excited with this. I am an affiliate. The links are below for you to click on. When you do that and place an order, I receive a small commission. That's at no cost to you. There's even a link, you know, for Amazon there, what I hot foil with, my Neenah white cardstock, and some envelopes for you guys. So here is the embossing folder. We're done with that. I really hate that that goes so quick, you know, but it does. Now I'm using my scrapbook.com little silicone here matte because I kind of need this to stick along with my ink. So I'm just going to put that down like this. And we'll start with some light. This will color a little bit different because I mixed up my colors a little differently on that first one, but doesn't matter. We're going to start with the light carnation, go to medium and dark. So I'm going to have my little Velcroed there. I love these mats because now my ink doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm going to start with my stencils. Each stencil is numbered in the corner. It's etched. If you can't see it, take a Sharpie and go over it, and then you'll be able to see it. There's also these little notches here so that it fits right on this piece of paper right here, and then you are lined up. But you know, you might have to wiggle it around a little bit. I still hold it down because see, there's just a thin part around here that's holding this down, and to me that's just really not enough. Now I mixed up the colors with the yellow, and oh yeah, I'm going to use her, what is this, I'll use Wild Dandelion. She has a whole yellow collection here, or the sweet corn and lemon drop I'm using also. But the spruces come in a trio pack, and so do the carnations. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of mask some of this off because I could get a little excited on, you know, just stenciling. And I don't want to, you know, bring a bunch of color in there. These are about gone, aren't they? Let me get some new pieces. This is some mint tape from scrapbook.com. I could use the Best Ever craft tape, but I have thin ones and I wanted a thicker piece. So let me line this up. Watch my notches there the best we can. And I think we're good. So just put this here just to kind of help me to stay away from these areas, you know, just like that. And I'm just gonna mask that right there. Okay, so now I just take my little foam. I have some dome and some flat ones. It doesn't matter when you're doing this. And look at how nice my little cube stays on this silicone. I like that. There's a lot of different silicone mats out there. And I'm just going to start to stencil. And I have not stenciled in such a long time. And I really love it. So there's 6 of these. Goes by pretty quick. But we'll do all of them together, of course. This is the light Carnation. And you know, something about ink is that, you know, if you want it darker, just add more. No big deal. Just in like that. Okay. So let me close this up. And I'm going to take this one off. I'll put my next Carnation, and this is a little dome shape. I'll use my medium next on the pink. But now I'm going to bring this off, and I'm going to kind of move it around. I guess that's why it got unsticky, because, you know, I was moving it all over the place. I'm going to use the Lemon Drop. I'll link all of this below at Gina K's website. I am an affiliate for her also. Put my little foam on there. And just start to add my color. Stay. Just like that. When I got this in the mail today, I was like jumping for joy. My tracking number said I wouldn't get it until possibly Friday because of bad weather. And then it said Wednesday, and here I am Tuesday, and I'm using it. I'm so happy. Okay, just like that. Now when I'm done, I wash all these little things out so that I could just use them again. And sometimes, you know, like this one I think had a little pink on it, but then I used yellow, so I might change that to a fresh one because I see that pink around there. Let me change this. Let me get another one. You can even use sponge daubers. Okay, so we'll use that on sweet corn. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off. That is stencil number 1. Look how pretty. Oh, here is stencil number 2. And okay, see this little thing right up here? It's not to go in this corner. It's to come right over these little dots right here. So well, let's do that first, okay? This little part of the inside of this one tulip. Just gonna bring that in like that. I think we're good. And I'm gonna do this in the medium Carnation. Let me make sure. Yep. Because I was looking at it, I was like, how does that go in the corner? And for what is that for? But it's not. It's for over here. Just like that. Just to add a little bit of shading to that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and line all of this up. Now we should be able to not see any ink. And then you know that you're lined up properly. So I like it. And I still, like I said, this is so big, I hold it down. I don't rely on this mat to hold the thing down the entire time. then this is a little darker. And when you're stenciling, it looks like you are making such a mess. Then when you lift it up, it's like, ta-da! Oop. Let's mask this off because I just don't trust me. Okay. Because I could just start going and it'll be yellow and pink, and which wouldn't be a bad thing. You know, you could two-tone them. I've seen tulips like that. That's yellow. This one pink. Just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Put that there. I'll take this off. And this one needs to be thrown away. My little bottom came off of it. I put some tape on it just to use it for this video, and then I'm going to throw it away. Okay, I'll put my other pink one on. And now we'll go into sweet corn for our yellow. And I'll take these off. This is a brand new little foamy. It hurt my heart to cut this down. I was like, oh no. I was going to cut it to an A2 size card because that's usually what I make. But I said, no, I'll cut it down the next time I use it to A2 size card. But for today, I'm doing A7, I guess it's called, right? A 5x7 card, is that an A7? I think. Just like that. Coming through here. Oh, it's so pretty. Let's see. Look at that. Look at the variation in color. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, oh, I just love it. Okay, now this is, we'll use the darkest. And so try to line this up the best you can. And this one, you might really need these corners here to help you. Okay, because these are just like lines through the flowers. Just like that. Put this here. I'll take this off. And I'll put this one on. And let's just go ahead and tape. And then we'll throw this tape out. Because I can tell it's with the ink, you know, it's just getting to where it doesn't pick it up. Okay, now dark carnation. Put it over here. And let's just go for it. I love her ink. I have to admit. It has like this property to where it blends after you use it. It like blends itself out, and I just love that about it. You know, where a lot of times with Spellbinders, I do a lot of die cutting and now a lot of better pressing and hot foiling, that kind of thing. Sometimes I haven't been using ink a whole lot. But when I order, again, any inks, I'm going to be ordering hers. And I'll order the full-size pads. I wanted to try these. And they've lasted a long time, these little cubes, I'll say that. They have really lasted. That shifted just a little bit. Did you see that? Shift it back. See your lines. There we go. And here we go. Just making sure I've got everything colored in. Let's take a peek. Yes, look at that. Oh my goodness, I love it. See, you can always peek, right? And with stenciling, that is so much fun. So let's take this off. Well, actually, I don't have to. I'm done with the pink. And let's go into Wild Dandelion. I'll take my tape. See, so happy that I taped that. You know, I just get heavy-handed. And I am going to move this where I can here, where it will stick. Okay. And a little wild dandelion. Now, I hate that this is all sold out, but I know what. Why did I tape that? I meant to tape the pink. But if it comes back in, I hope it will, for a third time. These tulips are beautiful. And I know that it's just the spring and tulips and that kind of thing, but I don't know, something like this, you might use this all the time. Birthday cards, even sympathy. There we go. I love it. Let me move that out of the way. Take these off. And now, ta-da! Oh, I love it. Look at how beautiful that is. That is just stunning. Let's see, I have the bottom here. Okay, you can see the bottom. Now we're going to move to the green. So I'm on stencil number 4. And we'll put this right here. And again, make sure, like here, you want to line up the little ridges. See little ridges on that flower? You want to line that up right there. When you're stenciling, just scooch it around till you get it where it needs to be. Take your time so you don't see any ink. Okay, now like I say, I try to push it down, but it, you know, it's big, so that's just the way it is. Let's go with light spruce. I'm switching to brushes because I'm running out of little foam things. I'm gonna throw these away. Let's get that out of the way too. And let's just hold that down. Yeah, I see a little ink there on the yellow. Okay, I like it. We're just gonna go for it because everything is covered up. We should be good. I remember stenciling in the 80s. It wasn't like this. It's really come a long way. But I've said this in other videos. I stenciled everything. I had the house stenciled. I had dresser drawers stenciled. I had cabinets stenciled. Just having fun, right? I've been crafty all my life. My grandmother, I've said this, she started me with a needle and thread when I was 3 years old. Not that there was any pattern to it, but it was just take the needle to the material and go up and down and up and down. And you learn, even at that age, not to stick yourself. But that's the way it was. You know, I was raised in an Italian house, and you were taught to be domesticated from a very young age. Sewing, cleaning. I have to admit, I don't like to clean. I do it, but it's not, you know, like some people love to do that. I don't. I wish someday that I could afford for somebody to come in once a month to go through my house and clean it, and then I'll keep it up for the rest of the month. You know what I'm saying? You do it because you have to, but it's not something that you're like, ooh, I get to do that today. You know. I'd rather cook. I'd rather cook like a good spaghetti dinner. Something like that. Make a good pot of sauce. You know, because if you can't hear it, I'm originally from New Jersey, even though I live in Tennessee. And I've been in Tennessee since I was 19. But some parts of Jersey you can't take out of me. That's for sure. Okay, that's our first one. Maybe I could go over this just a tad over here. A little bit more. There we go. Oh, look! Wow! Don't you love it? That is so much fun. Okay, so this now is light spruce. I'll go to my medium spruce. And let's line this puppy up. And this has the bottoms of the tulips on there, plus the leaves. So just kind of wiggle around until you get it where you need it. And it might come off of here a little bit. That's okay. That is okay. Kind of try to look at everything. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, here we go. Each one of these stencils accentuates the one before it. Here we go. Move my hand over here. I swear, Simon outdid himself on this one. And you can only get the stencil with this bundle. You can buy the embossing folder, okay? So like if you wanted to watercolor or something like that, you can, and I'll go ahead and link just, I think you can still get the embossing folder, but it's this bundle that you can't get right now. I'm really hoping that they restock it. But I know many people have already ordered this, or it wouldn't have sold out like that, right? Had a little shift there, so just kind of readjust. And where the stencil is thinner, you know, sometimes you can always have a part that moves. That's what's great about stenciling, though. You could always readjust it. I think I've got it. Let's get this one over here just again. Oh, I love it. Ta-da! Look at that. Wow. Are you watching this just come alive? It really does just come alive. Okay, the last one, and this is number 6. So let me find my number here to make sure that I have it. Maybe this one's not numbered. Here it is. No, it is, of course. 6 right here, okay? See, I had it upside down. So you want to make sure that you look at your numbers and bring everything in. Have the numbers looking at you. I've got my corners good. I'm going to use some dark spruce on this. These are such small, skinny lines, right? So I'm kind of going back and forth and up and down to get my color on there. Let me bring my fingers over here. Doesn't lift. Can you see? Yeah, you guys can see. Okay. Okay, over here just a little bit. Just check it out. And I think we're good. Oh my goodness, this one even came out better than the first one I did. Oh my word. Simon, this is not fair. This is not fair that you do something that is so absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at that color. So pretty. Now, you know, I use GINA K inks. You use whatever you want. Let's pick out a sentiment. Oh, but in my stash, or not my stash, my haul that came today, everything came early. I got these little trays from scrapbook.com. Of course, I go to list them and they're sold out too. But you know, what you do is you click notify me. When they come back in and you put your email, when they come back into stock, they'll send you an email. So I decided to put my tools on top, and I have sentiments here so far on the bottom. Just like this. So what are we going to pick out? Let's see. I think this would make a fantastic happy birthday card. Isn't that nice? Let's see. I did sending hugs on the other one. This is such a great way to look at all your sentiments. Thank you is a little small. I like the happy birthday. I think we'll use that. So we're just going to put that like that. And see, this doesn't have a lid, so the top one is open. So I put my tools in it. So now I'm not like, well, I've lost my tools, because that happens to me a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these, and I want this up with foam. Put that right there. There. And then a little piece right there. Here we go. Take all that off the back. Awesome. And we'll just move that to the side. Okay. Now, we need to cut this. What a shame. I'm going to pick this up now. And I already have my card, my 5x7, so it's 10 by 7 scored at 5. That's easy to do. And then this piece is 4 3/4. I forget, 5 by 7 by 6 3/4. 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then we're going to cut. Let me make sure. I didn't even write it down. Yes, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So we need 6 1/2 across. And let me show you how I did this. Okay. 6 1/2 across. But I just didn't want to take it from one side, okay? Just did not want to take that from one side. Let me fold my arm out here. So at the 6 1/2, I'm sorry. It's 6 1/2 this way, okay? So yes, long, okay? And I'm okay with cutting the bottom of that off. I have plenty of pink and yellow going on. All right, so we're going to just cut that off. Okay. Now this is 4 3/4 is what we want to cut that down to, but I just didn't want to cut one side. Okay. I think I got to cut it down to, yeah, 4 1/2. We're going to cut it down to 4 1/2. Okay. So like I said, I didn't want to cut off at one side, so I'm going to set it at 4 3/4. Okay. And I'm going to cut this off right here. Let me make sure, 4 3/4, yep. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it and put it at 4 1/2. So I've taken a little bit off of each side, okay? So that then it's kind of like it's centered everything pretty well. If I remember, I'll put the measurements at the beginning of the video for you. Okay. Let's go ahead and mount this onto here. How pretty with that innocent pink behind it. Isn't that adorable? That would be just a great card base right there. And you know, and just leave it at the, I could have done the pink at 5 by 7. But I wanted a little bit of a white border because of the white that's showing here too. Well, look at me. I don't have a glue problem right now. That's amazing. one video out of about 10 that I've made in the past little bit, because I've been making them for April, for the releases in April. I'm really going to put some glue back here because of the embossing. The Spellbinders releases in April, so I've been working on all of that. Here we go. Now I'm just going to turn that over and give it a good zhuzh right there. Okay. Now a little bit more glue. My card base. And look at that nice white border around there. Just like that. Again, I'm going to just turn it over, give it a good zhuzh. And right here in the center, we're going to make Happy Birthday. And that's actually reverse foiled, and that looks like it's blush, which goes perfectly with the pink. Just like that. How nice. 2 cards, same ones, 2 different sentiments. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Simon, for your creativity. It is absolutely wonderful. And thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll see you next time.